Hi everyone, my name is Jonathan Pacheco. I'm from a town called Red Oak, Texas. It's about 30 miles south of Dallas. A little bit about myself. After I graduated from high school, I joined the Army and served for just under 8 years. Uh, I enjoyed the experience. I got to do a lot of things and go a lot of places. Um, Outside of that, it afforded me the opportunity to go to school uh, or have the means to go to school through, veterans benefits and whatnot. So after I got out of the army, I started going to. I moved home and I started going to a college called Navarro College, and I earned my associate's degree there at Navarro. And after graduation, I decided that I wanted to continue to pursue a higher education, and so I transferred out to Texas Tech and moved to Lubbock with my son. Um, we moved out there. We didn't necessarily like Lubbock at first, but it grew on me, and it really has a special place. It really is a special place for me. I enjoy. I don't live there now, but I enjoy going back when I can, or catching a football game or a basketball game or something like that. Um, but I had to postpone school because I had some health issues related to my service, and so I had to give it up for a little while. But during that time, I had to work. I had to make money and whatnot. So uh, I started working in insurance. I became a licensed insurance agent. I was able to um, fulfill whatever insurance needs that people had out there, and that's kind of where I've been for a little while. Um, after I did that for a little while, got healthy and decided to finish up school. So here I am, trying to get done. Graduated in May. This is the last class that I have, and I'm sure many of us have. Can't wait to graduate and uh, you know get that piece of paper that we've all worked so hard for. Um, but outside of that, toast that we used to make, that my son and or I would make for my son, to make it more interesting and you know make him want to eat it, because sometimes kids can be picky eaters, especially if it doesn't look appealing. And toast is pretty plain looking, so it doesn't always look appealing, at least to a kid. So what we do is you can use any kind of bread, but we would use white bread, and you need a pan and some butter, and then of course a stove. And so first off, you would get whatever shapes or cookie cutters or anything to make a cut a shape into the bread. And so while you might waste a couple of pieces of bread cutting shapes out of it to make toast, is still the point was to make my son want to eat it. So we would or I would make shapes like stars. We'll just go with stars. So you get a cookie cutter, and you would cut out first. You would cut out the star shape, however many little pieces of toast you would want to make. I would make maybe 2 or 3 pieces, and so cut out that so you can have it ready. Then you would put the pan on the stove, heat it up to medium high heat. Then you would cut a little slab of butter, put it in the pan, let it bubble and get kind of brown. You don't want to burn it, but let it get brown. And then sometimes I would just do one at a time, but if you use a big enough pan, you can do several at a time. So I would put 2 to 3 stars in the butter and let them brown on one side. Now I wouldn't flip it and flip it several times. I would just put it in, let it brown, and then flip it once onto the other side and let it brown on that side, and then take it off the heat, put it on a plate, and serve it with maybe some eggs and bacon, or eggs and sausage, whatever he would choose, and that would be a good, fun breakfast that he would eat. And you can use whatever shapes. Maybe if you have kids, you whatever shapes they're learning at school or daycare or whatever your situation is, and it makes it a little more fun. So, anyways, good luck to everybody, and maybe we'll see each other at graduation. Thanks.